Hello, my name is Danielle, and today what I'll be working on is my first go at making a glittered tumbler. So essentially, for those of you who don't know, what you do for tumblers like this is you prep it. You could either put glitter, decals from a Cricut or something similar, alcohol inks, and then you put resin over it. And the resin seals it. And then you could just wash it normally and you'll have a customized cup. But you can do a lot of cool things with this. People put different types of vinyls on there. Like they have transparent vinyls that you can put over the glitter, different stuff like that. So you can get some pretty crazy, awesome looking stuff. So I have regular Mod Podge, and just a tumbler I got from a dollar store. Painter's tape, which I'm going to use to tape up the edges. And then I have I'm making this for a gift, so they like the color green. So I'm going to use 2 different colors of green and then put this on it. You can use spray paint to put a base coat on there, but I just want to see how this comes out with just the silver as the back. So I'm obviously going to be doing this in parts because I can't put the Mod Podge on here and then immediately put the decal and the resin and all that. So this portion that I'm going to do right now will be putting the glitter on, and then I will come back after it's dry and either add more glitter on there depending on if it looks alright, or I'm just going to stick the decal on there, and then after I put the decal on, I'm going to immediately do a coat of the resin, throw it on the cup turner, and possibly do a second coat. So let's get started. I'm going to tape this up first. You can use electric tape or painter's tape, either one. I just have painter's tape, sorry. So I'm just going to use what I have, because why not? I mean, I have electric tape too, but this was literally right next to me on the desk. Of course, I'm getting it stuck on top of itself. Smart. Very smart. So I'm going to do it on the smaller end, I guess. The thinner strips actually make it easier to apply to. Let's see. You're going to want to overlap it a little bit. That way, if anything gets under there, it's just going to go right onto the other section of tape. And the glitter and the resin are going to come right up to that lip of the cup. So as long as you don't really get onto where somebody's going to put their mouth, you'll be fine. This has a screw lid anyway, so I'm not too concerned about that. So let's see. And I mean, you can put glitter and resin and stuff on like the edges. It's really up to you. But for me personally, I'm going to leave the edges black and just put the resin up until the seam, and it'll help seal the design in that little notch, and also make it less likely to chip. And like with any type of customized cups, you're not going to want to put this in the dishwasher. You're going to want to do hand wash. And obviously no microwave because it's a metal cup. You can do this on the plastic cups also. It's really not limited to just one style of cup, obviously. It's pretty flexible. It's funny because I remember seeing somebody on Twitter making cups like this, and I was so bummed out that I couldn't make customized cups because her cups looked so awesome. I didn't know this was even a thing that you could do, like get the cup turners and all that. Obviously people make them with like rotisserie motors. I just bought mine off Amazon. I got, what is it? Color Time by Sutek. I just went and got whichever one looked like it was going to be a decent price and had good reviews. Alright, so I don't have to go too crazy because I'm not bringing the resin up that high. It should be good. If not, I guess trial and error. So I'm gonna just shake up my Mod Podge, and I'm just gonna use it out of the lid because you don't really need that much, especially for how liquidy this is. You're gonna want to probably let it tack up a little bit. Most people use spray adhesive. I don't think I have any. Probably not. I used to, and it was pretty good. Oh, no, I used it all up. I used it up on Halloween decorations a couple years back. It was like Dollar Tree stuff, and it was really good. But this Mod Podge I even got from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is a lot better than people probably expect. They have a lot of good name brand art supplies. So it's good if you're just messing around with stuff like this. So this is pretty, looks like it's coating pretty well, so. Alright, I'm just bringing it right up into that little area, the seam. Yeah, so it's tacking up pretty quick already. Which will be alright. And I'm just gonna... This glitter I got from the Dollar Tree also, the little packs. It was like in a pack of 6 variety glitters. And I've used them in resin before, so they're pretty good. But it looks like I'm gonna have to buy more of it because I'm probably gonna use all of it in this one little... Alright, hopefully my paintbrush doesn't get dried too quickly because that's gonna be a shame. And this was not from the Dollar Tree, obviously, because it's you're just gonna sprinkle it all over myself. That's alright. So I only wanted to do a light sprinkling of that. And then you have the, put the lid on your stuff, guys! Well, actually that worked out really well. Because now, I didn't have to worry about tainting my glitter. So I'm gonna put this glitter right back into the jar. So that's what you kind of want to prep for, having 1,000 things of glitter go all over the place, but you want to get a piece of paper, parchment paper, regular paper, fold it in half, nice crisp edge. That way you can just put your glitter back into your container with it. Makes it a lot easier. And then, oh my god, I should have had this prepped or in a bottle. I'm gonna stick that there for now. I'm gonna have to put this in a case, a little plastic jar. So I don't know, is this even going to come out? Of course, it comes out now. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably have to re-Mod Podge this later after it's dried. So this might look kind of like crazy right now, like lumpy and all that, but once you burnish it down, it's gonna be smooth, especially with the resin over it. It's kind of like putting a clear coat over nail polish. How it will make all of this crazy, rough, lumpy glitter smooth. So I have this little cup here that I'm probably gonna have to store this glitter in afterwards anyway, which is why I'm probably just gonna order actual jars of colored glitter for the future, because this is kind of definitely why they use the with spray adhesive, because you can see it's not giving that good of coverage because it's already kind of dry. But you can use that, you can use any kind of glue that will, anything like that will work. So I'm just gonna have to wait for this to dry more, but you can kind of gently squeeze it. And what this will do is flatten the glitter down. It also knocks any extra off, and then you could just, since I'm just gonna mix all three of these colors together in that little jar, I'm just gonna do it that way. But when I re-coat this with don't do that if you have to go somewhere. You go look like a disco ball. When you recoat it, you're going to want to make sure that you use it in a dish as opposed to the lid like I was doing before, because this is going to transfer. It's probably also a reason why people use the spray adhesive. Like right here, you can see splotches where it took better, which is fine. It's gonna look cool once I'm done, regardless, as long as like the resin and everything works right. But, and if you dislike one section of it, you can also just put your decal over it and cover it. So if you have like one little section that looks like you got a ding in it or something else, it's not a loss. Like, you can always fix stuff like that. You can always fix, you can make a mistake look like it's not a mistake. You can make it look like it was, oh, I meant to do that. So you can make swirls in there or whatever and make it look like, oh yeah, that patch of green that's very thick right there is supposed to be there. It's not that. You can make it look organic. So I'm going to get a different container for my Mod Podge, because I do not want, actually, this will work fine. I don't want it to get all over my stuff. So let me open this while I'm at it. Oops. So this is basically the beginner sloppy way of doing things. So if you find that you're using this as a tutorial, plan better. Because this is basically just me saying, hey, this is my first time doing this. This is what I did. And what I came across during my adventures of cup turning. So what I might end up doing is just one section at a time and putting the glitter on it. But the thing with that is I have this green too that I wanted to use. This is kind of like a golden green. It's kind of cool. Well, it looks gold. I should have just mixed all of these together in one shot and then done it that way. See, it looks kind of awesome. Has like a... I'm just gonna do this way. Has like a garden-y look to it, like leaves, nature, like a nature look. Seasoned cup turners are probably looking at this like, oh no, she's the worst. Sorry. I need more Mod Podge. Yep, and you can do as many coats as you want. Make it as glittery or as not glittery as you want. It doesn't even have to have glitter on it, honestly. That's just what I'm doing for this because I love the way that glitter looks under resin. It looks very nice. Gives it such a nice, I don't know, it kind of looks like car paint. Or like when you go to the boardwalk and they have the cool, the rides. They'll have the flake paint on it. I love flake paint. I just think it's so, it looks so good, especially in the sun. Kind of looks like a strange Christmas bauble. But you can see it's already dry on the one section. But that white iridescent disco ball glitter or whatever has clear glitter in it also. So it's like that snow glitter that you get when you're in grade school and you make snowflake ornaments or whatever. It's like that transparent glitter mixed with the iridescent. So it gives it a very strange but cool look for where it is. For where it just sits over the silver of the background of the cup. I'm not sure how much of that you will see after this is all done. And worst comes to worst, if I have too much stuff in the seams there, I have a little Dremel thing that I can go with the tiny drill tip. If I felt like that was an issue, but I'm not gonna take that as an issue. Obviously, when this is done, I'm gonna retape it for the resin, because once this glitter is off or done or whatever, I'm gonna take the tape off so it's not glued down to the cup, because that would be tragic. So yeah, you could buy pre-made glitter mixes, or you could just do what I did and hodgepodge it all together. And it will still look good. And by using the paper on top or under to catch it, you're not wasting. You're basically just recycling it, keep reusing it until you have nothing left. So this is cool because some of it will have the other glitter coming through. A lot of that light glitter is showing more than the darker green, but it's gonna look completely different once everything's coated anyway. Let's see. Yeah, these dollar store cups I got basically because this is a test to see like how this even works out for me. Because this might be a complete train wreck and I might not even post this video depending on how poorly or good it comes out. But I'm trying to make a habit of showing even my fails online, because if there's one thing that I know is seeing other people who are very talented at what they're doing fail, it gives you a sense of calm and kind of motivation to do it anyway, like if you wanted to try it. Because you might think, oh, I'm not good enough to do that, I don't have the skills, but everybody needs to learn somewhere. Like, not everybody is just straight out of the gate perfect at making cups. This is my first one, so I'm sure the next cup I make is gonna be a lot more well prepared for and neater. Yeah, you could watch 1,000 videos on stuff and it's not gonna give you that same understanding of what you are kinda, you know, what you need to expect. Like, for some reason, I expected my glitter to go on easier, and I don't know why. I've used glitter many years. I've watched many videos of people making cups, and I see their trials and tribulations of glitter, and, like, what works and what doesn't work. Yet here I am doing the same thing. It's okay. A lot of times you want to use a background color to, so you don't need to worry about, like, right here where that little spot that I just covered. If you had a bald... If you had, like, a bald spot of glitter... Would you call it a bald spot? Let's see. I don't remember what I was saying. Sorry. Just gonna roll this on here to kind of burnish it without... So what burnishing is, if you're not familiar with that term, is kind of flattening the glitter so it all lies flat. And the light hits it evenly. So it gives it more of a mirror effect. Alright, so yeah, so some of this looks like it's missing glitter, but that's actually the clear glitter, the rainbow glitter coming through. Like, you can kind of see it's showing everything underneath it. So when it dries, that's neat. Yeah, so That's not bad. I used all all two of the packs and then whatever I shook on of this stuff. So I'm thinking that this looks pretty good. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take this tape off and then I'm going to let it dry until probably Monday. It's Saturday now, so I'm probably going to let it go until Monday. That way it'll be completely dry. I'm going to clean this up. It'll be completely dried by then, and then if I want to do another coat, I will, but I'm not going to because, well, I don't have any more of that green glitter. And I think that it looks pretty good for what I want. So that bottom one came out really clean. Somehow I messed up that top part. That's easy enough to clean. You could just use your fingernail. But I'm just going to get a piece of paper towel here and just clean the edge. Not bad, not bad. And this is all clear, so this is going to dry. Well, clear, obviously. And even if I get resin in this little part right here, it's not going to affect the screwing of the cup lid. So that looks pretty good. Yeah, so it's very, very shiny. And there's a mix of the different greens. Right here you can see more of the dark green. That was where, before I mixed everything up. But, yeah, so I'm just going to let this dry now. So I will be back once this is all set. Okay, see you later.